Funny, just funny. You're welcome. I see you.
So, Tosania. Tosalan Mozia.
Welcome. Juliano B. How are you? I greet from here. You're welcome. Gerard, you're welcome. Emmanuel, I greet you. Machi Bose, you're welcome. You're welcome. Please like the video, like the video. All right, let's go straight to the program. We are back again. So this later hour, we are going to, talk about this few video. All right, from YE Searchers platform. Just pay attention because there's something this one said here. You understand? Just pay attention because I have said it many times that this woman has something that is fueling her. Okay, now she's out to attack Mazda Kano's brother and Mazda Kano's lawyer. I don't know. Just pay attention, because one thing I want you to understand is DOS are not happy, or they are not in good time with Mazda Kano's lawyer, like Ejimako and Maxwell. So they see both of them as people that don't mean good. Okay? But the truth is that they're doing that because of former lawyer, which is Ejiofor. So this woman is somehow fighting, alongside with DOS. Just watch this video, because I know many of you will understand what she's trying to do here. Let's start from here. No, start from here. Yes, funny, just funny. You are right. You are right. Always attack everybody. Please like the video, okay? Please let our broadcast. We need your liking. We need you to click on like button. Very, very important.
This night. After nonsense, the judge and bail lawyer of our leader, Martin and the Kano, that they are going on to condemn us all go there, and down on the go to that rubbish. Why won't be after that nonsense?
Yeah, I know.
Is now do Julia say, Casey Bam is the going for do to must not do may go soon reasoning Jim because I didn't walk when I something name. And if a man like this, I'll try and make it your money. She they work done Jemma. Oh, yeah, awful attires, maybe no. When I'm there, I see a Joe sick to like Jimmy if I ignore. And that why, and the young was sitting with walk. And I'm saying to chat more. But then 2-3 days, I was a monkey, and a messia near into a blanket. Amen. It's him, say, oh, on young Pataria. On young Pataria. So, okay. I said, I'm going to understand. No wonder made him Kukumba. No wonder made him Tionumba. I am not Joe. Emma, this judge and bail lawyer, our leader, Mazin Nalikano, or walk with you for because he afforded you for this kind of nonsense.
Sure, that is it. Did you hear that? Did you hear what she said now? She started by calling the lawyers judge and bail lawyers. And there's a reason why she called them judge and bail lawyer. That you are going to see that, just wait, that she will prove it to you as you are waiting. Next thing you are hearing is that she started, trying to praise herself, that she was right for not commenting on what happened before. That when things like that happen, she just, that she wouldn't know what pushed her not to talk. But as time goes on, she will start seeing reasons why her spirit was very, very cold not to talk about that particular thing. That now these lawyers are charged bail lawyers. No block wage of, meaning that he's not a Geopolitical, that you can never see a Ejiofor in this kind of nonsense. So this is pure establishment of where that hatred. So this is the reason why she called them the lawyer, because it's all about protecting Ejiofor. Ejiofor that this woman knows how, bad Ejiofor relationship and PM Simon has been. Listen, because all this thing I'm saying and connect it to what happened before. For her to refuse to acknowledge that coming out to dance after the pronouncement of PM conviction, that very particular date, she waited and waited and waited and jumped out on social media and started dancing in jubilation of what happened to PM. And another person that celebrated it publicly happened to be Ejiofor. Ejiofor was out as well, praising God. He wrote a very long piece of notes, and if you go through those things, you understand. To the extent that even some of the IPOB DUS members, those green, some of them that are not 100% rooted in their new way of agitation, started criticizing Ejiofor. I have watched some of their videos attacking each other because of that singular act of Ejiofor. Have you seen this woman use that video? No, because Ejiofor is, a colleague. They are the same. She is here telling you that Ejiofor, you won't see Ejiofor in that kind of thing. Now you won't see Ejiofor in that kind of thing. But the fact is that Ejiofor himself was not doing well. That actually made Mazamekano's family and Mazamekano to decide to bring Ozokome. When Ozokome joined, Ejiofor quickly corrupt Ozokome. They started receiving award. This woman claimed that she knows everything. She saw that part as well. Do you understand? Everything is very, very clear. But from time to time, she will come out and give you that signal who she really is. Not one, not two, not three. I can see our mommy is here. I see you. Happy man. You are welcome. Emmanuel, I see you, Emmanuel. I think I've not sent my greetings to you. You're welcome. Is there another person? Okay, much because I have Julian will be okay. These are just people that have made comments on this live broadcast. This is a live program. Peter Aleke, I see you. Peter said, "Good evening, Masakai. Good evening." That means you are in Trump's country. Anyway, you're welcome. You're welcome. So this is why she's trying her best to show you what she's really is, at the same time protecting what she's doing for you not to see through what she's doing. But listen, now you can never see Ejiofor in this kind of thing. Kai, we should stop paying attention to this useless woman. Who the hell is she? Anyway, I understand. I'm not paying attention to her. Okay, I'm not. How many times? Have you seen me using her video recently? So there's a reason why I am actually bringing her down. That's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing at this point in time. I don't focus my broadcasts or my videos centered it on her alone. Anybody that followed me can testify that I don't run 3 programs because of why it's social or every day why it's social. No, I can't remember. You can go and check my last previous video. So I don't center my conversation on her, but from time to time we need to also touchlight it so that it will make people who are contemplating on what she's doing, maybe people who don't understand her agenda or where she stands, for you to have a very a clear picture of what she represents. I guess it is a live program, Mr. Kai. Yes, it is. Flash Collins. I see you, Flash. I think this is my first time of seeing you on my live broadcast. Flash. I can't remember you use your name, to be honest with you. You are welcome. I hope you are new. I guess you are new. If you are new, then please subscribe to the channel. And another person is Sidian. He said, "Good evening from everyone. You are welcome. Both of you are new to me, to be honest. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe if you're new. But if you have been here all this while, but you don't often comment, you are welcome on comment section. This is my first time of reading your comments. I hope you keep on coming and let's get your name. I want to get used to your name. And the only way to do that is reading your comment often. Like Happy May here, of course, and Funny Just Funny it started newly. I don't like few months ago. I don't used to read comment from Funny Just Funny and Machichi Bose. If you go up, you will see another name there. That our brother had been here with us for a very long time. So I appreciate. I cannot recognize or retain your name in my memory by reading it often. Daniel also like here with us. I see you. She knows every real Biafrans have decided her as a liar and chameleon saboteur. Yes, she don't. She that's why she tell you I don't care. Whenever she tell you I don't care, you get why. She don't care. Anyway, listen to her because what triggered me to bring this video to be honest with you is that part where she said that these lawyers are not like a Joffo, that you won't say Joffo and that kind of thing. Imagine if COS, okay, is the one throwing support or making a nice comment on a Joffo, knowing for a fact that the Joffo recently celebrated the so-called Finnish judge, court order, whatever they call that, sentencing PM. That guy threw the party in jubilation, just like a man called Joey Bokwe did when Masamano was kidnapped. Typical Igbo people. But please, if you are just joining us, like the video. This is a live broadcast. Ikechukwu is here. Ikechukwu Ibekwe. I see Ikechukwu. Well done, Kai. Thank you so much for appreciation. I really appreciate you on that. Mariam is here. Good evening, Kai. Good evening to you. You're welcome. Please like the video. Do me a favor, like the video. This is just a later broadcast. You just started a few minutes ago. Now listen.
Go nonsense can go see on because the nonsense. Go say that nonsense. See, I am no popo. I'm going to this disrespect. Get it. When time reach, I will know. Now this video, I'm on no chetre. Then this great video. Kadika. That one can be a mupo. Nankada walk on Miriapo. Well, I am the cause of look about the demon with the nanny with the nanny. Oh, I must have that going on be shag. I just watch that and keep quiet. Selena go up there. Don't get if Okuleba. Then before take Zulu and keep no Tata yesterday.
My name is Nemeke Jeffo. I am one of the lawyers to Mazen and the Kano. My friend here, Max Opera, and all lawyers to Mazen and the Kano. We just came out from the station of Mazen and the Kano today, being the 25th of June 2025. We have delivered the messages from the leadership to him. He has equally also sent us to the leadership and to the whole world. From now henceforth, the manpower is the recognized worldwide spook.
Now, all this is judge and bail lawyers. What's your call? Lawyers, I even mark offer. This is zombie and get on a titi. You know, put Nando, this entire I want to here. This man, Anna come Maxwell, when Is what look at this man, I want to know what did the Mazen Nanicanis. Keep all this man, call himself Maxwell Akupia. This man wow was a little our leader. On a we are now we on our leader. This man in she. If walk or see a walk, one on Yalola, my own Nayama, who this man call himself Rubbish Maxwell. A very hopeless idiot. For how many years he was lawyer of our leader? You achieved nothing. Nothing. Charge and bail lawyer. What would charge and bail lawyer? But I will charge and bail lawyer. One time somebody call you to a charge and bail lawyer. You never for Maxwell. Why is he called charge and bail lawyer? Are you not a charge and bail lawyer? If you want to, what if you want?
Now, all this thing that she said now, it is the same thing that DOS, lovers of Ejiofor, is actually saying. Nothing that she did not even add anything or subtract anything. This is exactly what they are doing. The attack is on Maxwell and at the same time on Ejimako. Why? Because to them, they are the one that make Ejiofor, okay, that put it where Ejiofor is now. In their own mind, is a problem. To the extent that DOS started saying after the removal of Ejiofor, that Masakano made a very big mistake. That Masakano should actually, should have consulted them for them to approve, any other lawyer. That Ejiofor is the best. This woman pretending to be with the PM all this while is not telling you that Ejiofor is the best, that you can't compare. Ejiofor cannot, be in the midst of these people. That Ejiofor is only sensible, like giving him credit. Whereas Ejiofor had been the eyes in everything that Mazagano represents. You cannot beat this thing. Mazagano know what is going on better than all of them. But somehow they want to pretend that, he's made a mistake. Then who are you to say that? Who are you? Are you now working for DOS? So even if Ejiofor was good to Mazagano and what happened, let's assume he's no longer, he was sacked. And because he was sacked, everything about him, should also be in the past. And you claim that you're working with the PM, that you love PM, and you know the difference between PM, the problem there, the both of them have, that Ejiofor, or whatever he called himself, has been doing all he can, working himself up, doing everything, trying his best to somehow get PM out of the way. He's not hiding it. It's not as if he's doing it, secretly. No. A man that threw, his support of arrest of a mass PM, Samarepa. He did not even hide it. Then after all this, you now see somebody like why is such who claimed to be with the PM, now telling you that the Ejiofor is the best.
No
Just
wonder they
watch.
did.
Chichi baby, you are here.
No wonder
Nke na la be hola uda dekwa. Aloze Peter Ozioma, I see you Aloze.
Because he has heard this kind of nonsense.
Inania, let me take it back a bit. Hello?
This night. Oh,
Yeah, can you hear me?
Afro nonsense.
All right. He will be there He will be there in just 1 minute.
Of our leader, Mazen.
He's there already. Yes, I know. He's on the way. He's coming there already. All right, thank you.
Because I didn't make something. And if a man like this, I'm making it.
Wow, that's already. I see you are welcome. And Ejike, Vincent. I see you, Ejike, you're welcome.
I see a Joe Sicky, why Jimmy fight? No. And then why? And the young was sitting with you. And I'm saying to which more. I made 2-3 days. I was a monkey. And I miss ya. Yeah, and you a blanket. Amen. Say, oh, on young Batalia. On young Batalia. So, okay. I said, I'm going to understand. No wonder made him Pukungwa. No wonder made him Tionongwa. I am not Joan. Emma, this charge and bail lawyer, our leader Mazen Nalikano. Or walk with you because he have heard you for this kind of nonsense.
This line, this part. Oh my goodness, that is the way she threw the bomb. Now, block page of the man page of in this kind of nonsense. That means that to her, Ejiofor is doing very, very, very well, and to her it was a mistake for letting Ejiofor go. All right, sacking Ejiofor is a taboo. Mazam Namakan made a very terrible mistake there. You man for Ejiofor in this kind of nonsense. Naked.
No, the wefa. Ija walida mazen na the cano with a bag. Like the other one, follow away. I saw Maswell, like I saw nonsense. I'm not rubbish on Azanza. Then call no London Kitako. When Bobby and I follow us at the France, I'm on nonsense of them in France. I'm on nonsense of them.
Now, she did not mention that thing, what Maswell did that makes her. To refer to that makes him a tribal lawyer, or what is that thing that he did that is this woman Lazuba considered as act of sabotage? At least you need to mention few things, 1 or 2 things he has done. Like I can tell you, Ejiofor, I can tell you what Ejiofor did, even from afar, not even as an insider. I can mention it. The recent one is throwing support, like dancing and celebrating that PM has been convicted. And you happen to represent Mazen Namodekano. Are you getting the point? You may say, okay, yeah, he have right to do that because he has been started. He's no longer representing Mazen Namodekano. What about when he was representing Mazen Namodekano and said to sue PM in the court for committing the same offense that he's defending Mazen Namodekano? Like as a lawyer, you are defending Mazen Namodekano, and you are saying that what Namodekano did, that is not an offense. You are trying to represent him and defend him. At the same time, you now sue another person in the same court, in the same country, for committing the same offense that you are defending Mazen Namodekano. So what is more sabotage than that? And this woman, in all this, she was there. Listen.
So, na London corners now. Ada go nonsense can go see on.
No, you have done that. Let's move on.
And we want. Now we are the government equity in
directly.
Now, these 3 Church and Bell lawyers.
What makes them Church and Bell lawyer? what makes them judge and bail lawyer. I'm not a fan of those lawyers, not because of something they have done to me personally. And I don't actually blame them because of Mazam Mekano's court case. Because if you know, you know. Okay? They have actually tried and they're still trying. But you cannot just say because of their incompetence, that because of their incompetency, that's why Mazam has not been released. No. There's no lawyer in Nigeria that you call that will do a better job than what they have done. The problem is that Mazam Gano is a prisoner of political prisoner, and due to lawlessness of Nigeria as an entity, a country that only have rule of law on paper, practically is not there. They don't know they don't know even what court order means. They don't even intend to obey it. They don't care about it. So you cannot just look at it as, okay, it is this lawyer's fault. Okay? It's just the system. And Master Makano is just like the foreign countries like UK and many other countries like Finland or what have you, they all of them turn blind eyes because Master Makano is doing what they don't want to see in Africa. They don't want to see Africa because sometimes we tend to focus on ourselves, our people, Biafrans, Igbo people. But Master cannot represent progress of Africa. Like if you want to talk about where you want, if you want to picture Africa in a very good way, like Africa to become one of the world power and everything, it must start from what Master Gano is doing, which is to live and let live, not to focus on anybody personally or in particular, but just to make sure that everybody can exist and have an enabling environment where you can practice whatever you want to practice and excel. Without focusing on this pattern that Master Gano is following, there's no way you get it right because you end up messing everything up. So think about it. We all know that during 1967 to 1970, when Biafran Nigerian genocidal war took place, people see that war as something that is not that it can avert. That is a senseless war. That yes, I agree, but the mistake should come from the side of Gowon, because you follow what the Westerners, what they wanted to do, and they ignore the template that will actually give you that edge to be like other nations. During that time, this refinery that Nigerians they are struggling to have one refinery in the midst of war, Igbo people was doing their own manual refinery. The petrol they were using was being refined in Igbo land. Using one small method, they was able to produce their own fuel. Are you getting the point? Igbos was able to produce their own fuel. They refined crude oil in an Igbo without building one mega power place, one power station, or whatever you call that. They were able to do that. They were able to build mobile radio station, carrying that radio, moving it from one vehicle, from the one place to another, because the radio station is built in a vehicle that you can, when the war is coming close, they cannot, drive or drove their car away from that place. This is the level that Igbos went those days. They were able to manufacture their own firepower to use it to challenge the one that was imported. Not for one day, not for 3 days, not for 3 weeks, not for 3 months, 3 good years, solid years. Just think about it. Think about the mental toughness that Igbo could show, Biafran could show at that point in time. Think about the level that have gotten they show their capability. That singular act is shocked the Westerners, and that's why you cannot see them soften everything for you to be yourself. Imagine what you can do in the midst of war. Imagine what they can do not do when you give them a relaxed mind, a free, enable environment. They can have access to lay hands on their natural resources to build themselves better. So when you see people criticizing Master Mekano's lawyer, it simply shows that you don't understand the condition and the situation of things. People, what Nigerian government could do to stop everything is not something that you can forget about what you are saying on social media. The real truth is that the people that Master Mekano is facing is not Tinubu. It's not about Tinubu. It's about these Westerners. That is gospel truth. They know. What is the offense of PM in Finland? Like, seriously, what is his offense? Imagine, just like you are doing your assignment, you are running your program in the school, and from time to time you go and visit your supervisor and show them your findings. You carry your supervisor along in your while writing your project. Then finally, when you submit your project and your supervisor, decided not to go through your file anymore and started paying attention to somebody who just walked in. And that person is telling your supervisor that, look, that since you are writing this assignment, that you don't have anything there's nothing, they couldn't see anything from you. All you are showing them is just fake. This is a supervisor that you carried along from day one. The day of your project and everything, once you write one paragraph, you go to the supervisor to show your supervisor, look at what is going on, and you presented everything to the supervisor. Then as time goes on, almost at the end of your project, your supervisor now called you and said that somebody just told him that everything that you have written here was not clear, that he don't know that he don't trust the source of it. He don't know the source of this project. So all this while that you have been explaining things to this supervisor, he just washed it away. He pretended that he don't know anything about your project anymore. That is what did happen to Master Samuel Ekpa. Finland know everything. From time to time, PM will go and visit government to show them, carry them along, giving them videos, clips, and everything. And I can guess the reply then could be, oh my God, you guys should try. You guys should just take their friends to stay strong. Tell them to hold on. Let them not give up. This is how we fought our own, and we encourage you guys to stay fast. Do not despair. Do not allow things to discourage you. Okay, we can do our best. Just keep your eyes on the law. Don't go against the law. Okay. So this, and PM must have presented to them this thing that's going on. And that time will come when they will say that I committed this, I committed that. Look at the source of this thing. No, it's not me. See what this person said, confirming that after saying the same regime, the same government, the same people, they are now they set to pretend they don't see anything anymore. That is the Westerners for you. In their own, if you ask Alex now, genuinely, he may be a very kind person, like a very good heart person. He has that soft, maybe, I'm just saying, I don't know him in person. But whoever he may appear to be, once the French president called, Britain called, look at Norway, Norway, that hold Shayaba, right? Called, and some of these European countries engage him and say, look, forget about all this. These guys are showing you. Remember that these guys are, they are don't that if you want the progress of Finland, follow us and do this. This is how we have been sustaining ourselves. He'll be, okay. So don't listen to that guy that is in your country called Simon. He cannot. Do you love him more than your own people? Stand strong. Let us. Africa is there is right for us to. Is there for us to take. We can go there and harvest whatever we want to harvest, and that's all. So that is mindset of these people. And when you begin to pretend that you don't see through that, and you started calling lawyers, church and bell lawyer, church and bell lawyer, you are calling them all the politicians from A to Z is answerable to Britain. Once they want to campaign, they will go to there's one place in the UK where they claim they will go there and grant interview. This is to solidify their pay homage. All right? So if you don't understand it, then you will be like this woman. Ejiofor is different. Ejiofor was there trying his best, pushing Masamekano to convert IPOB to political party. Many of us don't know the battle that Masamekano have been fighting to keep IPOB away from political wing or from pressure group. You know, he understands what majority of them in the US and around him, what they want and what they have been preaching. But they were unable to convince him the best way to, after much trying and much attempt, the best way to get him out of the way, to proceed with that intent. And I believe you me, I can write Masamekano's wife out, that she is not part and parcel of those who want IPOB to become a political party built by her husband. That's their mentality and what their vision. They forgot that we Igbo people have already a political party called Apoga. How far? Like I said yesterday, can you mention one governor from any other part of Igbo land or even outside Igbo land that have contested and won and win the election because of he's from Apoga? They're unable to produce even a candidate in the West, a very solid candidate that after election that person actually came appeared to be second. You can't see that kind of, you can't hear that kind of news. That in kind of states, gubernatorial candidates, they're one of the gubernatorial candidates is an African candidate, an African person, Abdurrahim Razak. You see that nobody actually joined the party. It's only in Anambra State. How many governors have you seen Africa produce in Enugu State? Within Igbo land, within Igbo, how many? None. Enugu State, only in Anambra from time to time, and Anambra will just. That's a political party formed by Ojukwu. That political party couldn't survive. So some weak people, when I say weak, I'm not talking about people that are fire, firepower. I'm talking about weak in terms of their reasoning, their mentality. Decided to soften their ground by looking for a way to destroy the mindset and agendas of IPOB from get-go. By telling us, why don't we just convert this? Now you can command youth and the crowd, everybody is listening to you. You can use that to win an election. It's not done that way. It's not done. And for your information, Nigerian problem is not political party. That is one thing they don't want to talk about. It's never been a political party. The level of the corruption there, the level of corruption in Nigeria, okay, is not actually because of only bad candidates. Because of candidate, the candidate they will produce is bad. It's not only that. Listen to this short clip before we move forward.
History. When Nnamdi Azikiwe came back from the United States, he started his politics in Lagos. He gained ground a lot and actually controlled the politics in Lagos. Then when Awolowo came back from the United Kingdom, Awolowo was looking for a foothold, what to lean on, how to form his own basis. And he brought in tribalism in politics. He now told the Yorubas, why should an Igbo man come and be this and be that? And that was how tribalism started in politics in Nigeria. Then
now, did you hear that part? Did you hear that part? Now, just pay attention. Awolowo was the one who introduced tribalism in Nigerian politics. Why should an Igbo man, not a good candidate now, and before that time, nothing else, have already started winning some political position in the East, and in the Port Harcourt, a Yoruba man was there. Okay? A Yoruba man was the one leading, you know, taking control or having the power, controlling Port Harcourt. A Yoruba man and his deputy then happened to be an Igbo person. Once Awolowo joined, when he came back, first thing he told his own for him to create a vacuum for himself as a Yoruba person. Then why should you allow an Igbo man to become this and become that Yoruba land without minding his own people, becoming something or having some political position or controlling some powers in the east, probably in the north. But as long as he wants to fix himself somewhere, the best way to do it is to plant that seed of tribalism. Today, the reason why that revolution can never happen in Nigeria, unless God in heaven control that himself, not by anything seminar or preaching. There's no way to take place, because once you start, the easiest way to stop it is to go and tell one tribe. Let's assume now that Sowore succeeded in his own revolution, which his own is not even true, because he's 2 legs in presidency and become somebody in federal government, and his eyes is trying to tell you revolution now. His hands is telling you revolution. He used his hand and hold revolution now placards, whereas his 2 legs already contesting in the platform Nigerian provided for him already. So what kind of revolution do you think you are going to get from that kind of person? But let us assume that he's somehow miraculously people begin to pay attention to his preaching about revolution now. The easiest way to stop it is to tell Northerners that he's a Christian, he's not a Muslim, and he's trying to do this to stop Muslims from conquest or from advancing. That is where revolutions stop. Instanta. You get the point? If an Igbo man will start a revolution now, the easiest way to stop it is to go and tell Yoruba people, this is on Igbo, because they are doing this because the current president now is Yoruba man. That is where revolution stop. Instanta. There's no 2 ways about it. You see, if you're not going to start it, of course, we are going to say that they already start their own revolution, though, which is mandatory. But many of you will not understand. That's their own is, whether you like it or not, they will force that on you. Anyway, let's hear this man again. Pay attention. Let me start from the beginning so you can hear from the beginning.
Let's look at a little bit of history. You know, when Nnamdi Azikiwe came back from the United States, he started his politics in Lagos. He gained ground a lot and actually controlled the politics in Lagos. Then when Awolowo came back from the United Kingdom, Awolowo was looking for a foothold, what to lean on, how to form his own basis. And he brought in tribalism in politics. He now told the Yorubas, why should an Igbo man come and be this and be that? And that was how tribalism started in politics in Nigeria. Then that 1951 debacle in the Western House, where Zeke was going to be the premier of Western region. But overnight, there was cross carpet and he lost out. That done. Remember then, in 1949, an Hausa man was elected the mayor of Enugu, Umaru Artine, the mayor of Enugu. An Hausa man was elected in Onitsha for Onitsha province as the representative in the House of Chiefs. A Yoruba man was elected in Port Harcourt as the mayor of Port Harcourt. His deputy was Mark Ibu, an Igbo man. So things were going very well. Then recently, you just have this paranoia about Igbo man in Lagos. Ordinarily, the Igbo man doesn't give a damn who is where, especially if there is efficiency. The Igbo man is individualistic, and the individualistic person is usually proficient, usually creative, usually productive. So if he sees a productive person,
now you get the point, right? Let us move back to the program we have. I want to move away from this program. Let's move to this one, okay? Let's move to this one.
Show us the pictures. Rock it as ziri ụlọ nwebe ụdị news ụlọ anụbe onwebe onye na-esibe emo onwebe chanel ụlọ ejebe onwebe ebe ọ na-akụbe ha aka paịpụ ọnụ loo ụmụ aja na onye ọrụ na paịpụ ọlụ paịpụ ọnụ loo o nwere izin ndị isi ụnụ paịpụ ọlụ awarida maazị Nnamdi Kanu ihe nji isi ụnụ paịpụ ọlụ ụdachi na awarida maazị Nnamdi Kanu mgbe ejidere awarida ọ dịka ụwa ya ọgwụgo ọ dịka ihe niile enyigo ọ dịka nwa ọzọ na ihe esi mee ọ dịka ihe nwe ozi mbido ka anyị ji enwe njedebe emesịa ọbata obi esofesi ya anyị na-ejekwa wute ọbata obi Ngozi Alabaeze n'oge nkele na ịma mmadụ abụ na vamvamvam ha ele ha ọbata obi ala ego anyị na-ese ndị na-esere n'elu mmiri na-egwugharị Ngozi Alabaeze n'oge nkele wee declare gentle wanted ọ bụ eziokwu dati na oge nkele apụta mana o si n'azụ Ngozi na-akọvi ya ịma Ngozi wayon lady na-akọvi ya so a na-agba ụmụazị ya since how many days how many months even before nwa na onwe fa apụta declare anya o tegova gbara ụmụazị
amọ m ife ọ na-eme gị ka ọsọsọ maka ọ na-owasị mmadụ ga-atụ like this I will be very weak very weak to debunk that as like and at the same time I will see it as a waste of time. I will feel like everybody watching that person that will get hold of that video will automatically see through what the person is trying to say, how the person is working hard to deceive people. What she just said, and she even know that she's lying. But we can see her body language. She's trying to make you to believe that thing is what that thing is not. Oh God! Now up on our zone because so now COS and Ogekere is not a good friend. Really. Chika Bobby, I'm just seeing your comments. I want me happy message. So after attacking the lawyers currently working for Mass Dominicano, does painted head woman have another lawyer for Mass Dominicano? She don't care about it. Her own is to destroy. Like you spend time, go to market and buy food stuff and prepare very good meal. Her own is to pour sand on that. That's all. Once she pour that sand, she will tell you, Guinea. Can she go to market? Can she even afford to buy those stuff that you use to prepare that food? No. Does she know how to prepare it? That size? No. Can she even map out her time to do something good? No. But the easiest thing is to use her little time to destroy everything. Imagine a situation whereby somebody who called herself a journalist is against PM. Yes, that's why she's called him. That's why she said that my PM is a terrorist. She's against US. She's against Ogekere. She's against Imam Madabo. She's against Eggman, Mazakwa. Then she's against everybody. All right? Now tell her, who do you now want us to listen to or to follow? She will tell you, no go in support. Oh, in support, but no in support. Does that make sense to you? Oh, in support, but oh, in that support. For you not to support somebody, we in support. Oh, we be. You can choose since the world is anybody that is capable. So the only thing that is capable is to support one Nigeria, to support Nigerian government, to support governors. Be proud enough to say that. We in support, but for you to not support, we in support directly or indirectly. Imagine Ebola, he get choose off. No one kind of you must belong to somewhere. Sometimes you may not have that, you may not see it, you may not see reason to declare where you are, but your actions will, of course, reveal where you belong. Like her action is now revealing everything without hiding anything. I skipped some part in that video that I showed you previously. There's a part where she said that Masakan have rejected, for Masakan to call, to say that, what is his name? Imapoafo is the person now. That means that let me play it. Let me locate that part. That means Masakan Masakan did not recognize Ngozi Rebeze. Masakan did not recognize Ogekere. Wait. Wait. No, wait. Now listen.
Person for IPOB. Emma Powerful is now, from now henceforth to the 5th of June 2025, is the
25th of June. That one may go June, July, August, September, many 2 months. More after last week.
Juliano B said another madness is becoming unbelievable. Shameless man, I don't know about myself because of that on the platform. The thing is that this video is when Masakano's lawyer decided to announce that Masakano, has he decided to choose Imapoafo as his spokesperson. That is a few months after PM is not here. That means that all these years that Masakano see PM and know that PM is his own spokesperson. Because Masakano, PM actually said that many times, a spokesman, that he's a spokesperson. Remember those days. That is validation of that statement that PM always tell Biafran then. For him to come out and say and send them to go and tell Biafran that this is my spokesperson and is a Imapoafo says a lot. And instead of this woman to hammer on that, she chose to go through this lane. Watch.
Of IPOB worldwide. So the directive is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, today being the 25th of June 2025. He also has received the message that was sent to him.
So if I remember and I recognize what happened to here,
and listen.
Because I'm a lawyer with leader. Go see that in our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not recognize Ngozi Rebeze. Go see that in our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not recognize Ogekere. Go see that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not recognize Emma Deabo, Navan Opiwomi. Even the judge and bear lawyer, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But I wait on our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Walaboku. But Baba Babi will be a flower away. No.
Now you can hear all the names that she mentioned, right? Where is Ikukuna? I'm just asking. Did the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also recognize Ikukuna? Because last time I checked, Ikukuna happened to have bigger platform than everybody. Everybody. In terms of the subscription and view. So why don't Imapoafo don't even, can you show me his page? Why don't you Mazi Nnamdi Kanu recognize Ikukuna? That Ikukuna again. Or recognize one lady Oremejus. Or if my one name Oremejus. He did not recognize one lady Oremejus. And he did not recognize you. He did not recognize you, did he? But you have the audacity to start questioning other people. Oh, which means, and I'm doing the master can do like organizing Gaza Labs. Oh, this way, John can go this way, join. There's no it go from it can be better form again. The same way to join can join. Why don't you do something different? Since she don't know how to do it, she's a Fulani woman. She's from Zamfara. She's a commander of Ndogbonigwe. So you want Master to recognize her as Oyo Ndogbonigwe? Or you believe? My people, don't expect Master Mekano to start recognizing COS or recognizing Ogenkere. No. And the reason is because Master Mekano know that these are people, especially COS, not Ogenkere. COS is the voice. The voice. Listen, understand, underline that word. She is not the voice. Very, very clear. And the least thing to do is to start throwing your support or while you are in detention. Did you hear Master Mekano openly said, Master Samonekpa is my spokesperson? Did you hear him say that? No. Did you hear him say, okay, why Master Samonekpa is there? He now makes this and this kind of announcement. Did he do that? No, you get why. Now, coming to the issue of recognition. You said you went to Finland. That PM in Finland did not even recognize USB. That you and the that he said he don't know anything about USB. Then after hearing that, you see come back and begin to take Biafrans now. But you told people that she is not the right person. I thought if you are bold enough, if you are serious, if you are telling yourself the truth, why do you come back against that checkmating what she's doing? Since you have concluded in your own little coconut head that she's not the right person, she's this, is that. Why coming back to checkmate her activities? I thought you have already sealed her case that she's not for Biafra. But you coming back simply means that you are lying to Biafrans and you own them apology. Because you cannot tell me that, just like me now, knowing that Mr. A is good in giving an urgent backer, that Mr. A have give by people through urgent backer, that once you drink together with Mr. A, the tendency of Mr. A giving you urgent backer is there. You know urgent backer I'm talking about, the one that will send somebody to Chukwu Kabiama. So I know that Mr. A is good at that. That's what he knows how to do. Then I will at the same time, I will come out publicly start complaining or agitating that why Mr. A did not call me for us to go and have a drink. Do you understand what I'm saying? I complained publicly that Mr. A have been buying people through Ojim Baka. Once you drink together with him, he don't joke with people's drink. He know how to put powder in people's drink. He know how to buy people through drinking, through having nice time together. He will take the advantage of that and buy people. At the same time, I'll be agitating that Mr. A refused to call me to go out and have some drink. That simply means that I claim that Mr. A is doing is not true. Because if it's true, the least thing I should do is to go out to have a drink with Oye Manon. But this woman will always, after, I think the more she color her head, the more she color her brain. That's what I can feel now. Because I don't think she actually have some, I know she don't have somebody to help her mentally. Her own is she just wake up and think that everything is normal and start yapping nonsense. Anyway, let's go back to the program that I told you. This one, let's listen to what she said here. Pay attention.
Easy gentle, actually easy gentle for many years. Papa, how many
Okay,
years?
so-
Shame on them. In my life, me no because of your phone. I don't know too much. All the Nigerian government today gentle today. Shame on them. Shame on them. I bet they no phone. Then how far? ịgba eziokwu about gentle na-eji ka eji ejije jụọ Ngozi. Yes. Now, mụnwa na onwe na-asị Ngozi Alabeze, ọkwụnụ suru na-ejidego gentle, go na ndị otu gị, go na your terrorist gang group. Ngozi Alabeze, ana m asị gị, problem gị ọgwụgwọ, ka ọ ka nwere ọzọ. All of them, your problem can never finish. That is another thing, Yahweh, your problem. Yes. Everybody that they go na your terrorist gang group, that healing group, Ebubago. Should they go to the whole Biafran revelation? Ngozi Alabeze, your problem can never finish. Yes. Let me tell you. Managara Ngozi, are you not ashamed of yourself? Show us the pictures. Show us the videos. Ebunu capture ya. Gentle is a great man. Nigeria stupid country. Yejide Gentle. Yesobe. Ana idea. Abraham will a great time. Abraham is a great man. If Nigerian government know and Ngozi Alabeze with your gang terrorist group, why are you hiding it?
This issue of Ejide Gentle, and all that, before God and man, I know nothing about it. I don't know how truth, I don't know. But, you know, in every atom of truth, in every rumor, there's an atom of truth. It could be true, okay? I'm not saying that I'm ruling it out that it's not true. I don't know whether it is true or not. But like I always say, I don't want to talk about it, about Different Liberation Army or anything as such. But my problem is still the same. Like, why are people? Why is it that our people are not picking this point? The problem of our problem is not entirely Nigerian government. The Nigerian government that we are crying about or complaining about are our brothers. That's number one. That does not mean that Nigerian government are not doing anything, but they're doing what they're doing based on the activities of our brothers. If you know, you know. Like, you cannot just pretend that everything is about protecting our land. Every crime, whatever happened in our land, you tie it on our brothers or our people. It is true that some of our people who are supposed to protect are not protecting. They are doing something that you may not be proud of. But you cannot label everything on entire people, on everybody. Where do we have the Liberation Army when Operation Python Dance was conducted? I'm just asking. Do we have Operation Crocodile Smile those days? The answer is no. When they invaded Mazamakano, do we have ESN or Different Liberation Army? The answer is no. There's something like that in our land. What was that crime that made Nigerian government to conduct that exercise in Igbo land? What was the job of SARS? These are things that you need to ask yourself. And it's no longer, about Nigerian security forces. It's now about the Fulani agenda. Like Gumi likely said, that there's an ethnic war. And when they asked him to throw more light on that, he said it's about people that are not Fulani. That this ethnic war that they're talking about is nomadic Fulanis, which of course basically mean Fulanis, not even forget about the nomadic they're attached to, because all of them, of course, like I said yesterday, are nomadic. But he said it's not about this ethnic war. It's not for known. It is well known. He mentioned a tribe that they are the one fighting ethnic war, not a religious war, ethnic war. And that's a very big problem. So you, that are pretending that, oh, say, yes, my brother, you are right. Our problem is ourselves. That is true. You are. Thank God for your understanding. Thank God. That is our problem. And I will tell you, I will still dwell on that because of this comment. We ignore this war that Gumi is talking about and focus on people who are trying to protect, people that are proactive, seeing what is going on in Benue, in Plateau, in Zamfara State, in Kano State, even in Yoruba land, in other South region. So you being proactive, they tag you as the main problem, and they ignore the problem that is coming. You see, this night, some of them are hosting live program, mocking Different Liberation Army, mocking IPOB, mocking those talking about Biafra, just to make themselves feel comfortable and happy. Like I said, I don't think it's excuse me, I don't think it is right time for me to, go a little bit deeper. Let us just focus on the major problem. Why our people are very angry and feel so frustrated about the way things are going is not Nigerian government. No. The problem is our people, especially the ignorant one who managed to have access to mic, and they open their mic, begin to lecture what they never study. Just like me now that know nothing about, let's say, heart. Okay? Like heart surgeon. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about medicine, like medical doctor. That's not my field. Nothing. Then I will now on my camera begin to tell you how to keep your kidney functioning, to how to help you to restore your organ that is not working properly. Something that I don't know anything about. But I have jumped from being a student to being a lecturer. What do you actually expect me to lecture you? Is it how I don't know it, or how you were going to survive when faced any challenge? You understand what I'm talking about? You need to study something before you cannot lecture people on that. You don't need spirit to teach you this. It is normal thing to do in life. Oh, if you why more wanna buy a young lady that is newly married, her first child, in fact, during her childbirth, is expected of somebody who knows how to birth a baby to be around, or at least to advise, at least to show you how to go about it, to tell you how to hold a baby, what you need to do, the cream you need to apply, how you need to lie down, things are like that. Things like that. You don't need to claim that you know it, or you may end up making a very big mistake. That's what I mean by you cannot teach what you don't know. Some of these are people who have learned how to use their camera to advocate something that they themselves cannot even comprehend. Today, they're telling you how to make Nigeria work. As you think that if Nigeria is working, people will be talking about freedom. No. Not only that it's not working in now, it's not asking for our head. That's why I said that the situation that we find ourselves, our forefathers found themselves before the Biafran War in 1950s, in early 60s. The situation that our people found themselves then has changed, then we don't have much reason, even though there's a lot of reasons, but those reasons we have then, or they have then, is nothing to the one we have now. It's not that if Nigeria, it's no longer about Nigerian government, Nigerian functioning properly, working, no. But the thing is not asking for your head. You know what I mean by asking for your head? So that is why people are actually saying something. But sometimes when I look at this, some of our people, I feel like, why don't we just allow, maybe if there's any way Fulani can take over the entire Biafra land, south, south, and southeast, let's say 6 months. 6 months. 6 months is enough to deal with many people, to deal with, like, for you to now see it yourself. I will support it. 6 months. Okay, everybody can. If there's anything, like, if it's possible, but it's not possible because once they come, they come. If you are to use one of your hand to stop them from coming, it will take you your 2 hands and the 2 hands of your entire family and your community to push them away. If you couldn't use one or only one hand like this to stop them, if you make mistake of relaxing, maybe bringing your hands down for them to come in, it will now require you to put your 2 hands and the 2 hands and the 2 legs of your entire family and entire community to be able to push them away. And remember, they are the government. Once they conquer, government will use government orders to solidify their existence in your land, and that makes you, a wanderer. You become that nomadic automatically because they are known for nomadic nature, and their own is to conquer a place so that they will not have Fulani as a country. Because in Africa today, there's no country you can say, okay, this Fulani nation, Fulani country. No, that's why you have them in Senegal, you have them in Niger, you have them in Sudan, you have them in what is the name of this Burkina Faso. You have almost everywhere. In Ghana, you have them because they are wanderers. So they will not want to have a country where they cannot call their own. And the only place to have that is Nigeria. Now listen.
You're supposed to tweet it. You're supposed to show us because it's a great thing for you. It's a great achievement for you. Why are you keeping quiet? Why do you want to show us the pictures? Why do you want to show us the videos? Because who know to watch. Or not me, maybe not that they're sitting Kobe's. Nothing in God is in me. Nothing in God is in there. Shame unto you, all of you.
Now, this is like I told you the problem of these people. Imagine the situation whereby government, Nigerian forces, made a report that they invaded the location. They buy people they sent firepower and ended up eliminating people that they managed to eliminate. And after making that reportage, you on your cap, you now see a fellow Igbo person, a person who claimed that he or she is an Igbo, on her camera or his camera, like this woman have done, and ignore mention the name of Tinubu. You ignore mention the name of Musa. She couldn't mention the name of the state government. She couldn't mention anything. But her focus is in Gosa Rabeze, Nkwocha, Ogenkere, Maziakwa, would have all this thing is just to show you the problem that I just told you. Our people are the main problem to ourselves. Now that brings me to the comment of our mommy here, Happy Man, who said that, who, you know, that comment is in agreement with what I just told you, that our people are the major problem to ourselves. And reason is this: she don't want to talk about anything other than our people. Not, this is not only her problem. This is the problem of these Igbos. Like I said, you know, earlier today when we in our first live broadcast, I made it clear to all that they will never ever change. Just don't expect them to say something differently. They have a way of making you to believe that this is what it is, whereas it's not. You see, people like Searcher, they will tell you that they know the right thing to do. We are the Igbos, and I will change the by, and they can I will committing cause, but they will never ever mention the people. Nigerian army is not answerable to Ngozi or someone from Prime Minister. They're not answerable to Imam Madabo, not even Ogenkere. That is just the truth. But she have to group them all together to gain what I don't know. Then you ask her, what do you expect from Nigerian government after hearing what you're saying? It's not as if she's saying that, because some of us we often, you know, categorize this kind of people that she's illiterate or she's not uninformed. No, everything she's saying, she's aware of it, and that is a way to slow things backward. That's why when people say that they are under contract, that they know what I mean, that is not a lie. It is true. Elevate energy. This woman is seriously sick mentally. You may say that. You may say that. Anyway, watch.
Souls. No, keep it. From from Ngozi. Ngozi na bese. Go na pharmacy Diana. Go na Nkwocha. Gosi na yozu gentle. Kadibu no neche. Ounu na chat idea. Who will confirm what?
That's not idea. It's not idea. Give idea. Okay, DNA. This one. Okay, DNA. Now I get it. Idea. He said that.
Criminal terrorist can group ndochi. Kuru jebe ni na legend una fotaya. Where idea with gentle. Oh no, who ebe ni nne na nne ya. Photos nne na nne ya. Weje want to nne na nne ya or kubu nne na nne ya. Unu wote ha na yozuko. Unu ewere jeme idea or DNA test. Mwana na wuzie kuru chide.
Idea.
Idea. You will go close. Even a great thing. You have achieved a great thing. But
in how many minutes now? Not even Musa. Not even Tulubu. Nothing. Not even the focus of them. So how can you now tell me that she's not under contract? How? How can you not tell me that?
According to you, I didn't say anything.
Also, no, they couldn't be able to man request those here. And people are very, very funny. On her request, she's not telling that but on her request, that what does that mean? Can you mean by that actually? Anyway, what is time now? I think we need to wind down because okay, we still have a few minutes to go. If Nigerian government does not show the picture of their red, I will not believe. I will not believe. Can white? Okay, I don't think you understand what you are trying to say. That if they don't show any proof to their claim, that you are not going to believe that. Many people are requesting proof and all that. Like I said, I cannot tell you that it's true or not. That is just a fact. I cannot tell you that it's true. I can't tell you anything about it because I don't think I don't want to sound strange, but whether they show it or not, it could be true and they decide not to show it for security reason. Do you understand? For security reason. Okay. Oh, my origin is here. Okay, let me send it. And King of Colombo is here. You are also, I thought you guys are trying, this is late hour. I don't think the link has been shared. I don't think that they have to. It's not like before. Because security wise, when the body of Ikonso, you see how they showed the body of Ikonso, they regretted it. Yes, I will tell you, they regretted that singular act of showing the body of Ikonso. They regretted it. They regret it because Ikonso, seeing the body of Ikonso triggered a lot of anger. Do you understand? It triggered a lot of things. So I don't think they will do the same thing with Gentle. And I don't think they have by Gentle. I think it's just a way of trying to know his whereabouts. That is my own belief. But I'm not sure of anything going on there. So it could be anything. So don't hold me on that. You are welcome, ma. I'm with your mic.
Yes, Mazikai, thank you again and again. Thank you for this microphone and platform to, do the needful. Just a quick one. I don't want to say much. You see why leadership is very important and very critical in every sphere of life. Starting from the home. When you have a home that the man has his head correct and he is doing what he needs to do, you will see that home will thrive. That home will progress. That home will succeed.
True.
So it takes a whole lot of other people. But that man in the house is critical to have his the due diligence. Now, let me bring it to, when this thing came up, I was just like, oh my God. Every platform that a USB media person, people, whether it is, especially because most of what we have are the private independent media, each of them began to say, I'm not going to say anything. I will wait for the government. I will wait for the government until the government. Do you see how just the fact that we know that we have a responsible person at the helm of affairs, everybody trusted and decided to hear what the government have to say. Now, take it back to Southeast, that all the elders have disappeared. Come to think of when Amaka was thrown under the bus, all the people that have mouths, we are talking about her. The irresponsible, do you want me to spell it? Irresponsible senators and House of Representatives that came from Southeast were the ones that went to sign to repatriate Amaka until Prime Minister Simon Ekpa said, hell no. Can we look into this matter? And his voice came up and Amaka was saved.
Exactly.
You see? When Southeast people are clamoring and keep saying that we don't have leaders, and the ones that are at the House of Senate, House of Representatives, the governors are irresponsible. This is an example. Do you see how this whole brouhaha from the government of Nigeria is being controlled? That is what happens when you have an elder. How old is Dr. Ngozi Orebweze? But there is trust that she will do the right thing. Everybody is waiting. It doesn't matter how they shake, and nobody knows what happens. Nobody, and even as it were, to control the narrative is, and even when you look at it all this while, a lot of things have been thrown in that when they took Mazin Nnamdi Kanu until Prime Minister Simon Ekpa started controlling things and started bringing the people together.
Yeah.
That is why people trusted him. So bottom line, when everybody is screaming that we don't have elders, we don't have leaders, it is things like this expose them. To say we were right from the beginning. That they need, if they are elders, they need to really grow up. And if they are not ready, they should give way. I'm still screaming. How can you people say your elders, your son that is in dungeon, you can't say anything? All of them are quiet. All of them are quiet. Maybe they are waiting for Dr. Ngozi Orebweze to scream and say, hell no. And then they will say, go and catch her. She's talking. Who gave her mouth? And the elders cannot do or say anything. It is a big shame. I rest it there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You know, people don't understand. Like I said, all this thing is just lesson learned. Or lesson learned. You can see that the mindset of Biafrans now or our people now is not as it used to be. I love what he said here, like everything that happened, people were like, okay, let's just wait for government. Let's hear what government, let's give the government chance to talk. You know, that is a good sign. And I remember when I said that, people attacked me. Oh, you can't report, don't wait, you don't need to wait for government. We are government. I don't know that Richard and I said, Kai, how can you say that you're waiting for government when Bututo, remember that time Bututo released that famous audio message that some people were celebrating about, including Lazuba. I said I'm not going to talk about that video. I just played it like that, and that I don't want to analyze it. Even until this day I have not talked about that video, that audio. People reached out to me and said, "Can't report. You said that you are waiting for government to write on this." No. We are all government. Yes, you are government, but you don't need to, go through that way. Anyway, thank you so much for.
Yeah. I guess that is because all this while it's a shame, to be honest. If you go across the social media outside the Igbos, you will see how our leaders are ridiculed. It is a shame. They are like, where are the elites in this place? And also, like what you said, and funny enough, if you listen to the how this information, which is why I highly think that this was one of their booby traps, because what they do is they try to set things up. We start talking about it, and all of a sudden it now begin to gain traction. How can a whole, is it CTV or whatever, what's the name of that, their television house? I think it is this AKA Tinubu's TV.
Or TVC.
TVC. If you see how the guy analyzed it, he started by saying, oh, they shoot one bird, the mama fly, then they waited, they took 4 days journey, they took 4 hours journey, they now gathered, and then when they see, they buy 1, buy 2, buy 3, and the girls came out. Eventually they buy the girls. It was like, hello, you will see that when he finished, inside the same story, a man that said he that has been on TV at least, I could say, for the last 10, 20 years, he could not come up or say anything tangible. At the end of the day, from his story, you're not sure if the person he's talking about died or not. You're not sure if he is alive. He even said the villagers came. The man just did what I call cock and bull story. But the good thing is, like I said, now we are now seeing that they are laying booby traps, and we are trying to be cautious and not enter into their narrative, that their stupid narrative they have used on Igbos for the longest time. I hope the other side, they are getting their brains settled. Thank you. Yeah, on mute.
Oh, thank you. Sorry about that. My brother, unmute your mic. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Kai.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, you see, let me start from the leadership of what the last speaker just said, that the leaders of Igbo or whatever Biafra are not saying anything. Do they have leaders? Those people, are they the kind of people you call leaders? These people are not leaders. These are errand boys to the Fulanis, and they can never say anything. For goodness sake, the earlier we understand this, the better. Those people are errand boys. And so when they humiliate them, they know, Mr. Kai, I don't know how to start it, but if you see the way some people talk to their housemates, I don't know if you get it. They have every right to control them, to insult them, and they send them, go sit down there, go there, carry this thing for me, go. That is exactly what those people you call leaders are to the Fulanis. All the 5 state eastern governors, they are errand boys. They are used to do what they are doing to favor the Fulanis. So that's point number 1. Don't count those people like leaders. If you are counting leaders, you are calling people like Nnamdi Kanu, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Those are leaders, people who can give their life for their people, people who will do anything, who don't value their life so long as their people are there. They will do everything to rescue them. Those are the leaders. That is leadership, not this 419 group of people that were just selected. Come on. Anyway, let me put that aside. And for when you see the white hair woman, painted hair woman, you know, she's trying to round up her job that she's been paid for. And in the afternoon, I made a comment. I said, I have to thank Dr. Ngozi Orabeze and his cabinet, because from the period she stopped giving information on how she's doing her job, these people no longer have things to say. She completely put them in the dark. And so they don't know what next is going to come. They don't know what the speed of how Dr. Ngozi Oraveze is doing. They don't know her movement, who and who she's contacting, you know, who and who is going to recognize Biafra, or who and who has even recognized Biafra. She never made those things public, so they don't know anything. That's why they continue to say that she's not doing anything. She's not doing anything because the ladies decided to put them in the dark. And because of that she put them. That's why you see that Brigil have moved to deep have moved to fall deep, and what is it called, CRC. They are confused. They don't know what to say because initially the USD people were trying to like let's always tell the people what we are doing, and the more they say it, the more these people capitalize on it and begin to use it to do their own saga. But right now she has blocked those loopholes now. Even Ugo that just left doesn't even know what is going on as it is. And I believe that's the reason why Ugo have to leave, because he is no longer getting. Let me tell you, most of the spies who are still in USD don't even know what the Ngozi Oraveze is doing this time around. So it keeps them in the dark. And now, if you listen to Adadio Rama, what she's saying, she's trying to insult or bring words to instigate to make sure Dr. Ngozi Oraveze should respond. That is what she's saying. They give us the picture. They are telling you that it is Nigerian government that went and do what they did to Gentle the Yahoo. And you are putting everything on Dr. Ngozi Oraveze. That is a Nigerian agent. And now if he's a Nigerian agent, now the Nigerians themselves have gone there to pick Gentle. Why are you putting it on Dr. Ngozi Oraveze? He cannot pronounce the name of the president of Nigeria. He cannot even call Hope Uzodinma. He cannot even call those people who she knows that they are the real people who are doing the job for Nigeria. But she avoids all those people and concentrates on who? Dr. Ngozi Oraveze. All this is just because she is trying to make them speak, so that they will see avenue on what to grab to be able to attack the Ngozi Oraveze. Because, like you said, like the afternoon program you did about the prophecy that came, I told you they are trying to make that prophecy a reality because they are looking for a way to pinpoint to make it look as if this is what will make us to hold this woman. As it stands now, they don't know nothing because one, they are pushing her to say woto, and the woman is not saying woto. And that's the same woto they push to PM that they have used that opportunity to keep PM where he is now. And now they are still saying the Ngozi is not doing anything. They are saying they are unallowing Umar in the village, in our villages and all that. He's not saying anything. What have you done for 9 months now? What have you done? Because the woman is no longer giving information to them, so they don't know where to hold. So if you listen to this, if not because they are bringing her story here, which I said earlier that fine, it's good that you're bringing it so we can analyze it. But for me to spend time and go to that woman's platform and listen, I'm not going to do that because I see that everything there is rubbish and foolishness. You see, where are those people who were hailing her? That go, that carry go, that do this, that you are the best.
Now you will see them, my brother. You won't see them now. They are there, just waiting for evil day. They will not surface. Look at what OBS has been doing, using her platform and all that. You know,
that is another useless man I've never seen before. That man, I don't know, assuming he didn't travel out, assuming he's still in the village, this man would have been one of the most useless men. Because if actually,
look at what he is now, even in abroad, though. My brother, just hold it there. Let me greet Namode Basil and Christopher Chukwuemeka. All of you that have joined us. You know, lately I am happy. Thank you for joining us. And our own brother here, Oluchiwa God, I see you. Say, watching. Okay, well done. Thank you. I had the mama go one flash. Okay, that flash, I think I've sent my greeting to you before. Daniel Sola is here. They are selected bunch of stooges. You are not far from the truth. There's something I want to show to all before you continue. Just a moment. This is somebody's this guy title, his video title. What I see here now, as you can see here on the screen, this I'm touching now. I don't know if my cursor is my. Can you see my mouse? Is it coming out? I don't think it's coming out. Now, no. Okay, let me go to the page so you will see it. Yeah, you will see it now. So this is Ngozo Rabeze. Are you truly out to sabotage our motherland? I have not watched the video, but you see this title now. You see this title. One thing about our people is that everything is money. That's another thing. Everything about our people is always money. Whether you like it or not, the name Ngozo Rabeze is a new brand. Once you want to trend, as long as you want to talk about Igbo people or Biafra, the best name to use now to attract view or attention is Ngozo Rabeze. Whether what you are saying has to do with her or not. But the thing is that people like this one is using that negatively. Now, how is she out to sabotage our motherland? This is where I have problem with these people. You want to preach unity, or you want to become something I don't know. Why don't you just focus on what is real? The truth about it is what I expect you to come up with. But immediately you begin to debate, begin to dangle, because you want to preach something that people something that will make you feel important. Remember, like how even yesterday. And all of them have access to talk now. You cannot talk, it is good to talk, but can you also talk logically?
If I may say something on that to me it looked like he's asking a question based on what I call them the red people, the red group, because the simplest thing to do is to remind them, because I will always refer Finland. Finland fought a war, and they had a red group that were behaving the same way. These are people that are supporting the Nigerian government are doing, just sabotaging what their people.
I think she's having a call. Okay, let's wait for her to come back. The truth is that I understand what Madam Origin is trying to say, but I am saying that based on his recent activities, he's not asking. This is not the kind of genuine question that he's putting out there. No, he's one of those that are now whining his mouth, claiming that Mas Nnamdi Kanu has been getting it. Mas Nnamdi Kanu represents negativity. Mas Nnamdi Kanu is not getting it right. He said that is their topic now. He is learning work from Udele. Then also, like, you are very, very correct. Like, you catch this point. You understand what I'm trying to say? Oh, Madam Origin is coming back.
Yes. So what I was saying, I was cut off, was that so I'm thinking he is trying to ask that question. Maybe hopefully at the end of the day he will balance, because that's where the issue is. If you're raising such topic, you should try to balance it, find out and make a research. And that brings me to what I will highly recommend. By the time we settle down, there has to be a reorientation of how our people process information and how they bring it out. Whenever they are bringing information, they start from the negative. And by the time they finish, you don't even know what they are talking about. So in this instance, if he talks about this is what the people are saying, is it true? He should be able to balance it by finding out all the good works Dr. Ngozi Rabeze has done.
That was what I was saying before you. I think you someone called you just now. Your line went
Yeah,
off.
yeah, I had to turn it off.
I was saying that when you look at the question, you may think that he's asking a genuine question. No, because I'm saying that because I already watched some of his video already, and he's one of those that are preaching that Master Makano is what destroying our neighbor. Someone else by destroying our neighbor, and of course, Dr. Nkasoro Beze, this is first time he's mentioning that I can tell you this is one of official video from him, that has to do with COS. Nkasoro Beze. We know who he is, like what he represents and what he wants. He's a class. He's in the class of Udele. That's the one they call himself Ijele, and Keshoso and Ikeguru. These are people that he's they are in the same class. So he's not asking this question, a kind of genuine question. He wants to know what Ngozi represents, you understand what I'm talking about. Anything to him, anything Biafra is a taboo. Like the video we played yesterday, he said that that people are calling Nigeria a zoo. My own country.
So he's in the red group.
He is not only in the red group, he's one part of those holding the giant flag. You understand? So he's not just a member, he's one of the pioneer of that red group you're talking about.
Oh, he is the one that Sheikh Gumi is going to make I don't know. Anyway, I wish them luck. I hope they should be able to.
I don't wish them luck.
No. I mean, what I mean by that is they will need to relocate out of Biafra land because Biafra has come. There's nothing they can do about it. Biafra is here already.
Continue.
They should find a citizenship outside Biafra land. Because if he's giving them diarrhea, they should they will receive them gladly. Which other states around that can receive them so that they continue with their Nigeria water? Yeah.
He's not even in Nigeria. I don't think he's. Maybe he is. I don't know where he is. Or I think each time he wants to broadcast from. If he's in Nigeria, that means he's broadcasting from a hotel, because the environment. I don't think that is where he resides. He made a video a few days ago where he interviewed somebody, a man that changed his own son for, I don't know. So that video went viral, and after that video, he don't know any other thing to do. He now switch on to different issue, copying Ikeguraga, and he just want to get involved. And he's claiming that he was against IPOB Biafran before. No, he was not. He was just only telling Biafran that he preferred Biafran that comprises of only Igbo speaking parts. If you are not Igbo speaking part, he don't see you as a Biafran. To him, that Igbos are the one paying the price, contributing. The other part are just waiting. And that to him, it seems like we are forcing them or begging them to become part of a Biafra. So he don't buy that idea. But today, because of this amnesty going on, he felt that everywhere had been scattered. No, there's no way to continue, that everything has fallen apart. That is why he asked this question about Nkasoro Beze, are you ready out to sabotage our motherland? So by the time if you play that video, I guess I have not watched it, and I'm not gonna watch it because I already know what the video is all about by the title. He will be there telling you that got request female was got your master today. That now somebody but my and for you to see how criminal minded some of our people can be. This guy come from Okeja, where Benjamin Madibugo came from. Many people. And Benjamin Madibugo happened to be, according to what they said, allegedly, I was not there, that he is the leader, number one of ESN when ESN were formed. All right? And a lot of unaliving people that took place, some people link it to Benjamin. Today, this guy is making video calling Ikeguraga, which is I'm not against it, calling other people, claiming that they have done this and done that to our people, that they facilitate the unaliving of our youth and sending people to judgment quickly. that the people need to pay the price and all what have you. But he refused to mention this his own tribe man, his own his own brother, which is Benjamin Madibu. I'm not saying people should go after Benjamin because I don't know anything about him. I cannot, label him anything apart from what is on social media that people have dragged his name, and he have not come out and debunked any of them. But for this guy to ignore that part and begin to call people's name and all that goes to tell you that our people are somehow not helping, anything. And had it been, let's assume that Fulanis are not actually coming after our people, there's no more threat. I wouldn't have bothered about these nonsensical saboteurs. But where I felt so bad and what makes me feel weak, listening and seeing what is going on, is for the fact that Fulanis are advancing day by day, and seeing what is going on into other tribes, those tribes that perceive to be part of them, that is mostly Muslim-dominated area, are being tortured and set ablaze, send them to IDP camp, like what you are seeing from what is going on in the north, where Muslims are there, despite that they have Muslim communities there, they still ransack the villagers and deserted everywhere and send them to IDP camp. Imagine what they would do to Christian-dominated area in the southeast. Imagine what they would do, knowing for a fact that you delayed this conquest for years. You are the one holding Nigerian firm all these years. For 50 years, we Igbos are the one. So imagine what they would do, because to them, this delay is from you people. Just imagine what they're doing to people that you may see them as one of them, or maybe they are brothers, just a little different among them, than you that have a very wide difference, a very wide gap between you and them in terms of culture, reasoning, religion, everything, language, everything different. The only thing that you share in common little bit is color, your skin color. Apart from it, nothing more. Is it the way you behave, the way you think, you embrace Western education? They don't. You want to live like Westerners. Your own, even our own tradition, totally different. And the hatred had been there. So imagine what they would do by the time they step in. They'll have access to your farmland, your everything. These Igbo saboteurs are hell-bent talking rubbish. I'm not saying you should start buying Northerners or do anything, but for the fact that other tribes are crying for the same single reason that many of you can see, none of them don't want to talk about it. Today, we saw a video of that trending video of a well-known Oyobunigwe negotiating and signing contract with Nigerian government. This evening, they reported that they have released 20-something people they kidnapped, because of that singular agreement and all what have you. Then the question is, show me video of
after
this.
After they went and bought 30, they released 20.
They released it just because let me say something before I move forward. When you hear negotiating, it's not about cover me, I cover you tactics. No, this has to do with arms deal and everything. It's not, people don't talk about it. What do you actually think they're negotiating? If not, we need so thing, because let me not go there because of the platform. People that just think about it. It's a society where you see one tribe moving, armor tank, non-state actors, like they always say, they likely say, the word they normally use on our people, non-state actors. In the north, you see them moving with a sophisticated catapult and everything, and even armor tank and all that. RPG is surplus. They don't care. You see them moving that, but nobody will be arrested. No special squad will move forward to capture, to do this and do that. No house will be pulled down with the bulldozer. You won't see that. Are they living on tree? I don't know. Are they living on that tree, or I don't know. Are they not having any? They don't have any house. They don't have any sponsor. If Nigerian government can track Master Mekano to Kenya and single him out, they couldn't track in their own locality. That says a lot. And this is for the North too. So these Igbo saboteurs are helping them to make things look like it is normal. When you see people, people, bandit and terrorists carrying RGP and all this moving, sophisticated weapon in bush and preaching themselves, videoing it on TikTok, showing the money they collected from ransom and all that, gentle that they claim that I could done all those things. Have not seen him showing money that he collected from ransom on TikTok dancing. You won't see those ones. I'm not here to protect my own criminals. No, what I'm trying to say is that I also want to see this. I'm talking about what I'm saying now is I just want to center it on Igbo saboteurs. They use their platform to talk about the criminality going on in our land, which is good. How people are being on our life and another. They are calling to them cannibalism, eating on human flesh, and all that nonsense, which is not our culture. So they're exposing that, which is very good. But any breaking news, like the one that even TV, mainstream media in Nigeria couldn't even hide their mouth anymore. If you watch them talking about that chief of the bandits that they went on, that they called out just now and negotiated with him and all that, everybody was talking about it. I've checked Keshos, no video. No Weibo, this one that I just flashed now, no video. Ike Guru Ago, no video. Uche Mefo, no video. George Oyibo, no video. Name them. They don't talk about it. But once breaking news, there's a picture of somebody covered himself, look like Butos, they're being captured. I told you, you will be like, what is wrong with our people? I don't know, but that's what is going on now. That's what is going on now. If you want to criticize, like I always say, if you want to call out criminals, please don't be sentimental. Call it out, call it all out, bring everybody out. That is what I want to see. So that you don't just use this one, protect one criminal because it's from your master. Then the other criminal, and you for my master to see me as a trusted a trusted person, somebody that I can trust, I have to prove to them that I am this and that. By so doing, you are committing something I don't know. Anyway, let me hear from you.
But my question, I want to ask those red people, the ones that don't see, do they really think that when you bring Sheikh Gumi's, when he said he's not joking, do they think that truly he is joking? Because you will hear even from our governors and what did they call them? And they will say, oh, they even say don't call them bandits. They say they are out for war, and you say they are not out for war, and you have seen a whole village cleaned up, and you say they are not out. So who is really fooling who here?
Imagine Cardinal Reze making this comment here. Imagine Cardinal Reze, okay, or Father Mbaka, or Bishop who like honor. I want to use center on Igbo people, or Father Monso, okay, or just name it. Any Christian clergyman decided to let's just imagine this statement now coming from a clergyman, let's say pastor or reverend father, Anglican, not Jovica, please. Jovica is it's not clergy, it's not one of them, please. Don't put Jovica here, please. Jovica is a different species. The only difference between Ike and Guruago, no, Ike and Guruago is better than Jovica. Ijele speak. Ijele, the one that called himself Ijele. I don't know if you know the person I'm talking about. He is he's in the same class with Joviki or Joviki. Now this man said controversial Islamic cleric Gumi warns Nigerian army. They did not even miss word. Other security operatives against provoking terrorists after peace deal in Castina. Do you understand it? Meaning that before the peace, before everything, this man is part and parcel of that deal. Then imagine an Igbo man being a pastor, a reverend father, what the Anglican call their own. I always forgot what do they even call their own, like their priest. I can't remember what they call. Okochuku, yeah, Okochuku. Imagine them now. One of them, say make this kind of comment, and even though we don't have terrorist group like this bandit and the terrorist here, but imagine any of them making comment like this to protect like any armed group of Igbo youth or any you can't go around and these people. They will host that person and demand Nigerian government to move ahead. Have you seen any past current politicians from the north demanding that Shegumi should be called for questioning? Please, if you have seen such news, let me know. When I say that the Igbos and the Nigerian government is not your problem, not at all. It's not your problem. The problem is our people. That's where whatever you see from Nigerian government doing to you now started from your own people. They are the one. There's a video of people from Zamfara State, okay, where they brought out a banner that CS was her picture and everything. You know the video I'm talking about, right? Good. Do you know that if there's any group in Igbo land today that organized this, I'm not saying you should add anything, just replicate what they did in Zamfara. You put in CS there, put the banner, just put it in Igbo land and see what will happen to you. If you somebody like Adada Oranjo demanding, sending the location, telling that I have intelligence, that I will expose you. You put it on them. Like joke, she will brought out the address, the location, the organizer. And the funny thing is that once you promise anybody in Bongo 5 in our homeland 5,000 naira to give you the number of the person that is behind the organizer and everything, that information they will flood your phone with the information.
Yeah, she will tell you that her phone is hacked.
You understand? They will use that. That thing got on a person. In Zamfara, since then till today, no arrest. You know why? Because the same thing applicable to the Easterners. Nigerian government are not going after you because you talk about Biafra. It is only your people that will go and call them. Officer, why would you guys? Why is you guys are not doing your job? Why do you guys kept quiet? You see these people talking about you kept quiet. You guys should do something. No, that is how it started. Once he said that, he will not move away. Igbo people gossip more than any other tribe in Nigeria. That is gospel truth. I know it's painful. I'm an Igbo. We gossip more than there's no tribe in Africa that gossip like Igbo people. No tribe. I'm telling you out of my own experience. In this little more that we have spent here on social media, I can tell you that our people don't joke with gossip. If you want to know, you reach out to me, I will tell you what you do. If you want to test, if you just want to test it, I will tell you how you will find out. Our people gossip more than any tribe in Africa. I'm not saying Nigeria. Saying Nigeria is just trying to cover something, but the truth is that in the whole Africa, no tribe gossip like our people. That video that happened in Zamfara, it doesn't want any arrest, but if you replicate that kind of thing in Igbo land, they will twist it to the extent that people who don't even normally pay attention to that kind of thing will begin to see problem. It's true. It's true. Okay, they even promoted PM in Kogi State. That is it. But just bring 5 people, put a banner, see what this Igbo flavor will do. They will do everything to criminalize that person. And in that process, if they did not capture the people, they will start dealing with innocent people around that area. That is how bad. Something that doesn't want it. they will turn it, even though like now, imagine like now, Ogenkere, for example, because I don't agree with Ogenkere tactics and his own method. Then imagine now Ogenkere begin to, let's say he hosts one program somewhere in Ibugu, in Anambra State. Then I notice that. Then I will come here and begin to tell you, don't recruit because now I don't like him, his personality, or not that I don't like him, I don't hate him, but what he's doing is uncalled for. I don't need to bring my hate to that level. That's what I'm talking about. But our people don't.
Another thing I want to add on that is, I don't know when this started or how. I believe, and I'm beginning to see that whenever you don't have a good leadership, I still use the instance when this incident that the TVC man was running his mouth and going around the social media amongst, I'm specific, amongst the USB, both independent, they said, let's see, we will believe what our government say. We wait for the government. Now, take it back to the general mainstream Igbo land now. Who are you even? They don't even trust the leaders because the leaders are not, they have sold out. I think where the major problem was is that they went and collected most of them, because if I call them irresponsible people, I don't think I'm mistaken. When you have a person that cannot stand, and let me say this, when they call El Rufai, when El Rufai came out and accused AKA Tinubu that he was paying, that even is in the policy to pay these marauders, that Tinubu is paying the marauders. He put them on salary. He's giving them remunerations and all the other things he was saying. Now, they brought Dati Baba Ahmed because they were looking for a way to, because that is what they do all the time. If I say something that is a little controversial now, they will look for you to come and, like say yes. What she said is wrong. Do you understand? Now, I watched that thing twice. Dati Baba Ahmed was so careful. Even as it were, he never at one time said, oh, even when he disagreed with, because him and Erufai are not, Dati Baba Ahmed is too straightforward for El Rufai. In fact, anywhere, any party El Rufai is, Dati Baba Ahmed will remove himself. But he was so careful as not to bash him. If you see how he carefully kind of said what he said, was what he said, and he still said what El Rufai said. But he never went after El Rufai. This is what our people lack.
Thank you. Because our people will always do everything to, after all, you can't do anything. After all, I am this. You don't feed me. That mentality, you don't feed me. I am a man of my own. I live in my own world. I don't know you. You don't know me. I can go without you. I can deal without you. That is a very big problem. There's a video that I'm searching.
If you watch, if you see El Rufai and the VP, they are two people he can't stand. But you will never see him come out on TV to bash them. Or when I mean bash them, it's like come out the way a typical Igbo man will come and be spewing. You know, if you look at them, you'll be like, is this not your own brother you're talking about like this? So we really lack that, and that is very wrong.
Very, very wrong.
I don't agree with a lot of people, but I always try to count my words. I mean, what is wrong for my own respect? I think when I'm giving someone respect, I'm giving it to myself. But you see people come out,
of course,
and they are just spewing, and you'll be like, where are these ones from? Why must you show yourself as a street person at all times? Even the grown-ups, the one that went to schools, you see them talk and they are just calling names and stripping their. What does that earn you? What did you earn from that? Everybody in Nigeria respects Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but the place you will get the most disrespect for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in Igbo land.
Exactly, and they will tell you they want to justify it by telling you that the Bible says that the prophet is not being recognized in his own time.
And must it be from you?
Exactly, must it be?
No, there's nothing wrong in saying anything personally. If I don't. Like I said, there must be a way that you must back up anything you want to say. You must back it with evidence. If you don't have evidence, if it is not something you have researched and you know it is true, you are liable to it.
There is a video I'm looking for, because I am happy may ask. There's a question she asked here. There's a video I'm looking for just to answer that question, but I don't know where that video is now, about how Ghanaians, dealt with their own issue. I think it's not this.
Tomorrow, another person will come out. Okay. Because that is the ideology. I keep saying, Biafra is an ideology. The things the youths are seeing in the southeast is what drives them. You have in the southeast, they arrest young people, young boys, they charge them for terrorism, they call them IPOP, they lock them up. You arrest bandits in the north, you arrest terrorists in the north, and what do? You call them repentant, and you reintegrate them back into the society. What kind of justice system is that? So we must be honest with ourselves in this country. If we want peace, let us look at peace from the aspect of justice.
Now, that is part of it. Magazine chose Ozu gentle. I'm just asking. The thing is that there's another video that I'm looking for, but I can't see. I don't know where that video is now. That talked about how is it James Rollins? I can't remember his demands. The former president of Ghana. Okay, how he carried out that revolution in Ghana that turned Ghana, that made Ghana a little bit better what it is now. Better than what it was. But the thing is that Ghana shouldn't be, they are not in the position to use as an example now, because they are dining and whining with people who are yet to take their own bath. And the more they are dining and whining with them, they keep on staining themselves. So making that effort of Gerolans worthless. I hope that is the name of that man, but I would have loved to play that video. So to answer this question, he said, but why Kai? But why Kai? What can we do about it to reduce it? I will not lie to you. There's no way we can do it without Ido Akanon. Ido Akanon must be involved. But it depends on how Ido Akanon gets so. It depends on how the Ido Akanon must be involved.
Because any peace
without Ido Akanon, there's nothing will scare them away. Nothing will scare them away. So that's why I said that. And our brother is back. Let's hear from you. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. Yeah, thank you. Am I coming out?
Loud and clear. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like what you said, there are some things I wanted to say before. You see that arrest of Gentle, um, whether they really arrested him or not, but we are still watching, we are still waiting because they have not come out with a clean, clear, whatever. Just like what you said about Ikonso, if actually they find him, they would not want to display him like what they did in Ikonso because it's a blunder on their side before and they have seen that it's a blunder. They can't repeat that again. But for me, I think Nigerian government know very well that Biafra is already a country. The only people who doesn't know that Biafra is already a country are those paid Biafrans who Nigeria are using to distract us. They are the only people who don't know that Biafra has come. So that is what they are using to distract. So now Nigeria government have a game plan. They know that Biafra is here already, but they are not giving us chance for the government to sit to be able to delegate whatever in their government to be able to sit at home. That is why they are coming one step at a time. They are no longer coming on a speed. Everything they are doing now is just to distract and cause confusion and fear, intimidation. That is what I can say. That is why they delay about this gentle. They decided to bring gentle now. You know why they bring that gentle issue now? Because on the 8th, I mean 10th of October, the issue of marginal decline is going to come. So people are waiting to see how it's going to happen. So what would they do to play the minds of people is to target the word of their commander and use it to distract the discussion for now and see how they can paint the reason why they must not release marginal decline. That's aside. That's why I say it's a distraction. Two, the case of our PM, they are talking about the appeal. Nigeria government know what that case would be if the appeal is finally accepted. Okay, so what are they going to do? Try to gain some little favor from outside war, and let's try to do this thing to really prove that so the reason why PM must not go free is because one of his commander has just done this, and we try to arrest him and do this and this. All these things are distractions. That's how I look at it. Then there's something you said before. You said Igbos are we are the problem to ourselves. Um, Sorry, yeah, you might be right to say that there are problems. We are problems to ourselves, but in the other way, I don't think they are the problem. The people who are problem to us now is the Nigerian government. They are the ones using those people. If I check, the true followers know very very well that um, Biafra has come. And so those people, you hear them talking against Mazin and the kind talking against Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, they are the paid ones. You should understand from that angle. They are the paid ones. So that is why they are pushing, now the government is pushing more money, pushing. That's why you see any of the bloggers want to say something that will make the government of Nigeria say, okay, this is a voice, let's go and pay them money. You know, that's one thing I see with our people, they like money so much. So when once money comes like that, they no longer focus on the right step. That is how Obasanjo just said something last time. He said that if he had known that Igbos love money that much, no, is it? Yeah, Obasanjo said it, and Gowon said it too. Gowon said if he had known that Igbos love money that much, that he wouldn't have fought that war. He would have used money and put them together and knock their heads, and then the war, they would have even forgotten about the war. He said in one of the videos. So you can see that the problem is not really the Igbos, it's the problem is Nigeria who is pushing those monies to those people to do what they are doing. Just like if you see when why do
are you blaming them for are you blaming those that stretch forth their hands to receive money, or that are doing something for them to for you to know, for the government to notice that they're existing, that they are eager to take money? Are you blaming them, or are you blaming the government that actually paying them after seeing their potential? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I understand it very well. Let's put the answer like this. I don't know if this will help. Well, what do you expect from a madman if you see a madman that is naked, okay, and he walks through to the marketplace where everybody is looking at the madman, and you say because it's nakedness, you are not seeing the reason why the madman comes in, but you are seeing why must he come in here naked? You start blaming the madman for coming in naked. But the families are there. Nobody decided to put him, maybe chain him to the compound of their family compound or take him to the hospital. But they allowed the madman to walk around the village and display nakedness. It's the same thing. These people know who are stupid. Magica, do you think that those people who are making all these comments about Biafra so that the Nigerian government can capitalize on it and make nonsense of them, do you think that these people are normal people? They are mad people. They are crazy. They are foolish. Nigerian government know that, for instance, Magica, as you are, there's no amount of money they will give to you because you know what you want. You will not take. You will not even speak against Biafra. I don't know if I'm making sense. As I am, I know what I'm passing through. There is no amount anybody will come and tell me that if we give you this money to talk down on Biafra, you can take this money. When I know what my family passed through through this Biafra to get to where we are.
I understand what you are saying, but let us not center it on ourselves alone. Like, don't personalize it. This issue, why I said that our people are the main issue is this. It's just like you want to get married, right? And you have you see a lot of girls and they're all beautiful. Okay, you will look for the one that is easy going to you, to your standard. So any girl that shows you that free hand, that you can say, okay, this one I can talk to this one easily without stressing yourself, you start from that one. They are all beautiful, and it's not your fault that you want to get married. But those who actually, I don't want to use another illustration because people may misunderstand me on that. But the issue is that people that the people that give you green light, show you that green light, I am available, this is who I am, I'm a potential saboteur, I have the skill, I have worked with these people, I know in and out about them. You have not even approached them. They are the one give you the green light. So,
but do you know the reason?
For example, I'm coming. For example, Uche before today. Uche before worked with PM, with Mazin Namodekan, sorry, and have to deputize him for some time. All of a sudden, he's not calling Mazin Namodekan supreme liar. The supreme liar. You know, a lot of things. The question is, he's saying those things now because he wants to somehow to show Nigerian government that if you're looking for somebody who knows him better, call on me. That's why that's one thing. The same thing, he came out and said that he had been not seen all this while. He want to be a politician. That he's sorry for whatever he said before, that he's no longer, with them. That he still come back and start working behind with IPOB. That today their intention, according to the hot, they are splitted the IPOB into two: DOS, IPOB DOS, and IPOB and IPOB. They are trying to form without even letting Biafrans to know that this DOS we are supporting is now IPOB DOS. It's a different organization. The reason is because in their mind, they felt that, okay, since the Nigerian government have actually called this one terrorist group, let us exempt it as we want to, exempt ourselves from that. Let us, stylishly build another one called IPOB DOS, different organization. In one organization, pretending that they are still one, but the action and the activities are already two. Now, they are doing those things. They're doing one or two things for Nigerian government, for politicians to say, okay, these are our eyes there. Our eyes. This guy, I love the way what he said. I think this guy can do a better job. You cannot just blame government without blaming these people first. To me, that's
okay.
Okay.
Magikai.
Let's before you come in, let's hear from Happy May first. Is it Happy May or?
Yes.
Yeah, let's hear from how. Then you take the mic, Grumberman, please.
Thank you so much, Kai, for this opportunity you're giving and for all you do. I greatly appreciate you.
God bless you.
My brothers and sisters, it's not far-fetched. You said it in the beginning. and we've agreed on it. Our first problem is the Western world. And we have come to agree that a conquered person cannot give you freedom. Our people are not free, and they are more conquered than some of these other part of that Nigeria. I am an Igbo person. We have to tell our people are more conquered. They feel and behave more conquered than even the Hausa. You know, the Hausa know they are conquered. They just kept quiet. At least the Yorubas are still rubbing shoulder with the Fulani. They've done this. You don't know what long-time intimidation does to the brain. And they create the scenario back home to fester this nonsense. And some of us too take this nonsense abroad. Because like you people said, this guy now that is following abroad corner. I forgot the name you called here. You know, I've been listening to the program from the beginning. So there's for 60 years. Look at France and Burkina Faso. How many minerals did Burkina Faso take away from France that France is already going gaga? But these people, we voted them vote of no confidence, not be joke. They are not going to do anything for us. They have not shown anything that they care for you. Remember, even when, is it not the same this Nigeria? My friend told me that they went to school in Lagos. There was free education. Yoruba people have done something for their people. If any, what job is there for Soludo to do than what? That's where they will kill. In fact, they will tell you, look, go and pick any person that you think is doing well in that contraction in the eastern region that is not Odibo. MNK have told us all these things. So they are behaving that thing, Odibo Fulani Kafabo. We've known this. That's why I just wrote those things I wrote because it's just so sad sometimes. And the only thing you said, you answer it very well. And how that thing is going to start, me, I don't know. They are helpless. They are Odibo Fulani. When MNK listed those 5 things that he gave, did they deny that he gave it to them? He gave it to them. When they got to Abuja, what did they do? They started looking for position for their children. They are conquered men. They cannot do any. Look at look. Didn't you see that one-time picture where they show the Prince King Charles or whatever you want to call him? There's that picture. If I find it, I'll send it to you. When he came to Nigeria, the Oni or the one for Yoruba sat on his right, the Sultan of Sokoto sat on the other side, and the Igbo one sat at the back. That picture says it all. So when we are doing this thing, we have to be very critical and strategic. When they do what they are paid to do, it hurts, but we should not dwell on it too much. I know, correct. Even me. Because all these things they are doing is what they can do. How do you expect them to say anything? What do you want them to say? And they will stay alive the next day. First you have to ask them, who are they working for? For how many years? Which of the governor, which of the senator have worked for the interest of you? I'm glad all of us here are from different states. Tell me one thing they've done. Just say it. Tell me. Name one thing now that what's his name? Solu Trouble have done. Tell me. For his people to elevate poverty. He said that they are trading in the wrong place. Did he go and build store, even though if it's very cheap stores for the market women to go into? Obro security ko weputakone akosu pain to your people. Tell me one thing he has done to alleviate suffering for the people. The little one found or try tax if I to hell. Tell me. So that's why once you answer the question, who are they working for? Whenever they do all this, their shenanigans, you will know. It's painful, but you will not even be debating it anymore. Pick any state, but what has it done? Even the one OT that is doing, who is helping him? Is it not one bank that is helping? Nothing goes for nothing. What did he give? When he went to go and see a place that he found a corpse of more than 80 people, what did OT do? So he can't do anything. And the reason why I even want to talk about this thing. Okay, look at this thing that happened. We are going to wait for our government, but we've gone through this road before. Is their MO? They didn't even change it. Anytime they take the leader, they try to show that their followers have scattered. They go and look for their commander. That's why that decentralization is the best thing this government has done.
Yeah.
Who are they going to go and pick now? That's anyone you see making noise on the social media, just ignore them. If you want to fight, you're not fighting for Kai, you're not fighting for. You better go and look for your state and go and enlist. And our government making sure that everybody is paid directly. If you want to work for us, you go and open your account. We can account for you. But no matter what, the Nigeria government, whether it's true or not true, Nigeria government has no rights to kidnap anything Jen to do. We will punish him. We didn't ask for them. We are a sovereign nation. So the Nigerian does not have any rights to go and arrest anybody or do anything there. That's what I will say. I don't care if it's true or not. Whether he's Gentle has done good or done bad. I don't care. I'm not here to say that. But remember, that is the
Who said it's true? Is it you, Crumberman?
Yeah, what I mean by it's true is that anything Nigeria government is doing to Gentle is illegal. They are just cross-border.
Okay.
Yeah, they are not supposed to go to. It's a different country.
So what I'm saying, because we need to lead by example. We are going to wait for our government to tell us whatever they are doing. But me, as a citizen of the United States of Biafra, Nigeria has no right to go there and do anything, arrest anybody or do anything in my country. That's what. And you can see anybody promoting it or talking about it, and they are helping the government of Nigeria to promote that shenanigan, is a paid agent.
Correct.
Period. You see that the news media are not talking it much. Obulonye Gina put on her face, if any none are fighting for Biafra. This video you show, I don't know what anybody else need to see or know. And that's why I put in the comment section. Okay, now you're bashing the lawyers. They are not perfect. And you are not going to get perfection from an imperfect people. We've known that. What do you want from anybody in a corrupt, dead country that are still being held by their slave master, Britain? What do you want? And our own is even worse. Cage people. What do you want from them? They are doing their best. So this one now that came on here to tell us that they are the charge lawyer, they are this, that. Who is she bringing to come and replace them? Who asked her for her opinion? So what is the positivity in that thing that she has just said? Cannot see that. That's why I tell you, all the people still following her are DOS. There's no United States citizen that voted, part of the 500 million or so, or 50 million that voted, that truly believe in the United. Just because they keep quiet, will still support When is such, I've said this, she knows who she's working with. And I will ask her here too to tell us what was in that letter she went to deliver to Finland and who wrote it for her.
She's
She
not
need to
even
come
talking about the letter anymore. She doesn't talk
So
about that letter.
that's why just listening to her irritates me. And that's why I put what I put there. I know that you don't mean to show her. And once in a while, we have to bring it here to talk. But just listening to her, I have to be honest with you, just irritates the hair out of me because it
I
is
understand,
obvious.
and
It
I'm very
is,
sorry about that.
yeah, it is so
I'm very sorry about
obvious. Me and you, we've talked how many months ago. I've been telling you, even before
Yeah.
this Buhaha started, that this
True.
woman is not for Biafra. It's just
true.
that she has used this thing to buy the mind of our people and even me because of the Igbo that she speaks. And that's why I want to use this opportunity to encourage our Biafran brothers and sisters. Anybody that can speak this our dialect very well, even if you need support, I'm sure if we call Kai to help you to start off, people from Anioma, people from Isoko, Urobo, all those areas, come up and start.
I contact one of our brother na-akpọ Amuche. Na-agakwa na platform. So last time ka nọkwa on air where we are saying, after come like you some time ago. So I tried my best to reach out to some people, not only Amuchi. There's another one of our brother again. I reached out to him. He told me that you don't have people that can do that kind of, because I said that people need to also water.
Yes, we need Nkamuche Buna. He's been sick for a while now, and he has to do.
On an number now. After giving the number, I don't no message, nothing. But don't can Africa in our platforms,
Well, we can't. If you are not called, you're not called. If you can't do it, you can't do it. But
I have
every
not even
time,
discussed anything with him. I have not even discussed anything with him. But that attitude, nah, I just felt like, in fact, I regretted even making that move in the first place.
No, it doesn't matter. Any positive move is a good move. It doesn't matter if it's not reciprocated. Don't feel bad about it, because if you don't do, you will not know. If all these things didn't happen, we will not know the things we know. We are not wizards. We can't read people's mind. So that's why I never feel bad. It's just that we are human sometimes, but we have to also be logical when we think it through. So I will still be, even when I go to space, I say it, not just the Igbo, like even the Anyoma, you have different dialects, the Isoko, the Robo, all these other people. And because
that is what I was actually. I'm not talking about Igbo speaking person. I just want the people from Anoma, like we mentioned Anoma, and
like Ibuzo,
exactly.
all those people, Abo, all those places, Umunede, all this area that the tone is a little bit, the dialect is a little bit different, and we are still working on it to find if we can find somebody there, and I might even call you to see if you can help them. We can't give up because even before the radio came out, I always talk to you about it, that each state, each zone has to have their own representative, because Anima that the contraction does not make news easy. Everybody that can hear, that can be online now with their phone and this thing. And you also know that most of our people, their hierarchy of need is so twisted. We have to be realistic about that too. So if we can have somebody, even if the government will pay them, like now, they will be going from each state reporting what is going on around there, so that we are not only based on hearsay. There will be, just similar to what Koiki Media used to do that time. You will have people that will be going around reporting what is on ground and something, and you will see them that they're on ground. Even if you don't want to show your face, you can still show where the thing is happened to get genuine.
That goes. It just remind me of something. I know that Koiki. It might not be Koiki Boibo. In even nego.
Anumanu.
Open a Koiki Boibo. Aka go to Mandi media. If I go get Ikuchia.
Of course not.
Or because of government, you. Like I told our brother here, our people will be the one to go after him.
I know. That's why they say that now. I need a whip here. Naka our people and work with the other part of Biafra and we need to do that because our own, I told you our own, the it's just so bad. We know that. So there's no, but we cannot, you see, when you know what people are or who they are, we put safeguard. So we start, if there was one place I was watching, they are waiting until something bad happened before they will act. No, we have to be more proactive. Now that we have known, how can we safeguard those people? Okay, water. How can we safeguard those people and make them feel secure and make them feel safe to do it? Because you can't rule. We know who our people are. If they will be the one to go and point. You've said it. They've come to news. The power to be have come to media and told you that we like money. And every day we prove it.
Exactly.
So it's not like they said, so they just give them money. And they also created that scenario to make us be the way we are. Correct. And that's why I'm saying that we are the only one that fought. We are the only one that were treated. Do you know what it means to survive a war and be like an outcast? Do you know the mental damage? And that is what made us to be the way we are. There's no smoke without fire. Even though it's bad, but there's something that made us that way. Is it not after that everybody in Azozi's here, people sending their children abroad, people focusing on how we can go and make money? That is even when we started traveling out more. When I mean out, not just in Igbo abroad, going to other states, going to Lagos, going to Port Harcourt, going to places. Because what was in Anambra for people to do there? Where is the government business there? Where is the government office there? So we have to understand that this is an epidemic that was caused by what we have gone through. That's why our own is very different. And we have to accept it and don't complain about it and just work on circumventing it so that it does not continue to hinder us. Yes, we know, and we know why they are wired that way. So what can we do to protect anybody that we want to do what we want to do? So we can't just back up. But we need that. We need foot on ground. Oburo nke no na island, onye no na Europe, we made that news report. I don't know where you're based. Onye no na Ghana, you made that news report. No. We need representative from each of the 40 states. So
it's a matter of time. It's gonna work if the
government. I know. They are getting there, and that's why I want to use this opportunity to continue to remind our people. USB baby no. There's no if or buts about it. Look at it. If anybody can remember the 2 weeks before this convention in Finland, if you can picture YouTube, X, that 2 weeks, if you can remember, I couldn't eat. I lost a lot of weight that 2 weeks, so I can never forget it. After PM was taken, This woman went and stayed there for before just to give other people morale. They never believed that this thing will be redeclared. They thought they got it in the bag. They thought that and let me tell you, the so-called, we don't call them men on ground. Our people who were supposed to be fighting for this freedom, they knew because they were corresponding with the government. And in the Nokwana cabinet that time knew. And they thought that it will not come out, that they've taken him, so there's no need. See their body language. They never wanted this thing to be redeclared. But Chukwu Emen Koji Webu Chukwu. So a person with God is small. Any person with God is small. And I still believe that Chukwu Okike Abiama is still on the throne. But it's not going to be easy because we are not fighting just conquered, colonized human being. We are fighting with their colonial masters. And you think they're just going to let it go like that? No.
Not at all.
So let's be realistic. They are not going to let it go like that. The airspace, they own it. So you think they would look at what France wanted to do with Burkina Faso, Air France. They wanted, because they know, they believe they own the airspace. They said they are not going to bring their Air France. What did their Burkina? He went to go and refurbish the one that they have. But how many international airports do we have? So we have a lot of leg work to do, and we need each other. So my brothers and sisters, thank you, Kai, for all you do. Origin, I see you a lot, my sister. Thank you. And everybody who comes here to support. We are all going to get there and just keep working together. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, my God bless you.
Thank you. You said well. Your words were quite encouraging. I like the angle at which you addressed it, which I think it's gonna help me too. Looking at it, especially these are elders. Sometimes I can't understand, but when you say it the way you said it, it makes sense that they are helpless. Maybe what I'm begging them and I'm saying to them is, please believe in your children that they can do this and support them. Don't that's where the issue is. And I believe that they are coming up. If you see their body language, it looks a lot different from what it used to. They are no longer, except for Joe Ibokwe that comes out and rants. I think a lot of them are not, they keep quiet, which is better than coming out to bash and throw their children under the bus. You can never be a kite and you call yourself chicken. That means you are exposing them to be eaten up. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Right. Thank you so much. And Global Man, are you still there? Let's hear from you before we went down, because we are almost.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, there's not much things to say. It's just that whenever you discuss these things, sometimes, mostly like me, I'm always emotional before I say one or two lines. You see, we see everything our people are doing. For me, I have reasoned the same way the last speaker before the last one said. I always reason the same way. Why are our people doing this? Why are they selling out just because of money? But if you really, if you want to follow it up, I know I wasn't born before the Civil War, and I wasn't born even before independence. But through the story I listened to my great-grandmother and the story that I read on the books, I made to understand that the Igbo man before independence is different from the Igbo man after independence. And the Igbo man before the Civil War is different from the Igbo man after the Civil War. And that's why you can see some people begin to tell you that Igbo loves money, Igbo loves money, Igbo do this. What did Igbo people love money before independence? That's another question. Because before independence, Igbos were doing it. Nobody was tagging them that they love money. They always say Igbos know business. Igbos are smart people. That's the language they use then. All this Igbo loves money happened after the Civil War. And what does that tell you? That tells you that these are the intimidating words that are being groomed by those who are oppressing you to continue to bring you down. And so many times they will tell you Igbo love money. If you give Igbo people money, they can betray their own, they can sell their mother, they can say all these words are just there to demoralize you, to make you look inferior, because already they have already made you a second-class citizen in Nigeria. And so those who are growing up, sometimes I always blame these Gen Z people who are opportune to have computers, handphones that they can get information from anywhere. So when they're supposed to do this blind argument, they're supposed to do research. Like me, I always do research. I try to go back and know what happened before now. Okay, Igbo man was well respected before the independence of Nigeria. Okay, why did this so drop faster when after the Civil War? It was because Nigeria intentionally deprived the Igbo, make them poor. Imagine after the Civil War, after the stress, you lost family, you lost hope, you lost businesses. At the end of the day, you were given just 20 pounds. Which other frustration is worse than that? I was sitting with some elderly people. Sometimes they would tell me that the reason why armed robbery started in a higher level after the Civil War was because some people were not having nothing. And so if they are pushed to go to do this thing, they do it. And not only that, most of the people who were robbing then were not just Igbos. If you watch, like according to the books I read and the things I know, the first armed robber to be shot in Nigeria was a Yoruba man, not even an Igbo man. And so when people are saying that Igbos are deadly, Igbos are they love money too much, Igbos are, why was a Yoruba man was the first armed robber to be shot? Why not an Igbo man be the first armed robber to be shot? But there are people, they don't do research, they just go to social media, anything they tell them Igbos are bad, you see Igbos will join themselves and begin to say we are bad. No, we should try to build ourselves. Okay? And another thing I have to say is that let Igbos know, not only know, let them extend their hands and try to show love to other people who are not speaking Igbo. Because most times you listen to them when they speak on most of the social media, you see this Igbo is not the better Igbo, or this one from Akwa Ibom is this one from Cross River is that. They are not saying it to. That's why whenever I talk, I don't like using the word Igbo. I decided either I use Southeast or Biafra. That should be our national whatever. Because when once you start seeing everybody as a Biafran, there's no point saying this is Igbo, this is Efik, this is Ibibio, this is Ijo. Anytime you start mentioning those things, you have decided to divide yourself already. I've not been to America before, but I understand that Americans believe whenever they are saying anything, they say America first. So if we want to build a strong Biafra, we must continue on that background. Everything mustn't be, I'm an Igbo man, I'm a Yoruba man, I'm an Hausa, what is it called? I'm an Efik man, I'm an Ijo man. And no, I am a Biafran, full stop, nothing more, nothing less. And that doesn't stop you from going to do your Igbo thing and all that. No, it doesn't stop that. So not until we start building ourselves from that way, because we have been destroyed already through the Civil War. The Igbo man that was so respected before independence, because according to books I read, I discovered that when Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth, was visiting Nigeria for the first time or thereabout, it was an Igbo man who gave Nigerian a limousine. What is the limousine? The car that drove him. There were Yorubas there, there was Hausa there, there were Fulanis there. None of them was able to get a car like that. So if people are trying to talk down on Igbo, sometimes me, I look at it as if they don't really see the history behind how Igbo gets to this place. Igbo is light in the whole world, not only Africa, not only Nigeria. My brother, if you don't know it, if you hear the word Igbo, you are a light. People ask why do people hate Igbo? Whether they do this, they hate them. No, they don't hate you. The point is that if you place a light in a dark place, it's not hidden. Anybody that look at it will know that is light. I was in Lagos for how many years? I know some Igbo boys who were selling pure water and gala on traffic. But my brother, when it gets to December, these guys will drive car to their villages. And so it shocks the Yoruba man. How come? What would they crown you? They will begin to tell you that he's a thief. I don't believe that it's just pure water. Because they are so lazy to do what the Igbo man is doing. Because they cannot do those things and they see somebody doing it, so automatically that person is a thief. And that's what people, if you check, what do people know Igbo is business. But when you tell people, they will tell that Igbos are thieves. No. Igbo man is the only man who can, if he want to start business with granite, before 1 month, 1 year, he has put up a shop. And so when those things happen to people who are lazy, who cannot do that, they have to call them names. But we are not helping ourselves. You see, whenever they said, people will say Igbos are together. It's not a lie. Okay? But those bad ones who are there are the ones that are bringing this bad name. Not until we begin to look for a way to, if any bad one comes out like that, we attack straight and make sure that we calm them down. For instance, these people, everybody who is talking about the Tongos in a negative way now, they are the bad people. So we, out of 50 million people which we voted, must we keep quiet for? If you count these people, they are not about 1,000 or 2,000 who are causing this nuisance. And we have more than 50 million votes that say we stand for the referendum. So why is it that these same people you voted and you'll be listening to somebody like Adadi Orama telling you garbage? You'll be listening to somebody like Vamam telling you rubbish. Even as the whole thing has displayed openly like this, you have not been able to say, okay, I voted for this purpose. Why is this person trying to mislead me? They are misleading you, telling you that the person that declare you are independent, who is giving you the sovereignty, is a Nigerian agent, and you are believing it. Sometimes I look at you and say, I don't know how people are easy. They don't. You just listen to a story. You don't want to find out. You don't want to have the reason. Why is this person saying this thing? You ask yourself questions. Somebody don't just have to feed you with anything and you just buy it and you swallow it and you keep quiet.
That's true. That's true.
Can I say something?
Why did this woman they say is this woman declare independence for us, and you are still telling us that this woman is a Nigerian agent? Those are the things we should be asking ourselves. So, my brother, let me cut it here so that
thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you,
yeah, something like, I like everybody is saying, I will write this down and I'm going to keep saying it until it sinks. Why we are progressive is because of certain things. The makeup of Igbo tradition, Omenala, who we are, who we were before, like you said, the 1960 and the 1914, we were a people. Go and check. Anytime you hear them talk, whenever they talk about spelling BLOOD, it's like a sacrilege. What they do back then is the way they deal with miscreants is shaming them. And I am going to, I'm making my own notes. Every one of them that are saboteurs, their passports must be different. They must have a different passport for it, the color of their passport, so that wherever they go, wherever we see them, we know that they are the ones that betrayed us. Because if you're looking at, how many of them we make notes, write down their names, all of them. By the time we bring them after the judgment, say, oh, you are the one that did this. This is going to be your passport. And then by the time we finish with them, whenever, even their generation, their children, they will have a different color of passports. I rest it there. Thank you, Maziko.
Correct.
Okay, thank you so much. I thought the global man wanted to say something. So we are going to end it here, my people. We have spent 3 hours. Sorry?
Yeah, no, I say I'm done. I'm just listening to last.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Madam Origin and Colombo man. May God bless all of you and our mommy. Happy you made that joined us.
Yeah.
May God reward you mightily. You have done very, very, good job to create this awareness, to help me, explain this to our people so that people will understand. Please, before you go, or you're gonna watch this video later, if you watch it from beginning to this end, you are special. Please like the video, okay? And God bless all of you. We are gonna come back tomorrow. Good night to you all. See you again tomorrow. Bye bye for now.
Oh, yeah.